Alright guys, welcome back to RC for Day. So, we're almost doing an unboxing a week it seems like. A lot of new stuff coming out. I'm actually started kind of having a relationship with FMS. I know they're kind of a new brand. The little trucks and stuff, it's kind of seems like a niche thing, but I know they got some stuff coming that everybody's going to be shocked by, and this was kind of the first of that. This is a totally different level of realism. I was waiting to unbox this. I've had it for like a week. I took a peek at it once. These things are nuts, dude. So we're going to rip this thing open and take a look. Yeah, I wish it was 10 scale, obviously. Would fit with all of our crawlers and stuff. But the detail and the level of realism on this thing is just insane. I thought when I first saw it, it was going to be like the little Chevy truck or the little Toyota truck where they kind of have the same platform, and it's just it's a good crawler, but it's not to the level of scale that this is. And this will blow your mind if you haven't seen one already. So we got a nice little styrofoam box, even nicer than the packaging and stuff on the other FMS products. Got instructions. They got all kinds of different scale things, from 1/18, 1/12. They got the 1/6 Jimny. They got the 1/6 Willys Jeep, Army Jeep. So let's open this bad boy up. Great little storage box. First up, I always talk about the controller, get that out of the way. We've got the same controller that our Rock Hobbies Fire Horse had. Nice, simple, easy little thing. Again, the return on everything feels decent for what it is. We have our little battery charger and a 4-way wrench, like always. And now let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. Oh man. This thing is nuts. It's every bit as detailed as I've heard. It's going to be hard to get you inside to see, but all the seats tilt forward. The front seats slide forward so somebody can get in the back. It's got full detail. I mean, we've got our 4-wheel drive shifter, our e-brake handle. We've got everything a real one would have. Dash has radio, has buttons on the console that are colored. Just nuts. Peeling this protective film off the windows was a nightmare. I had to get an X-Acto knife and try to get the edges. It took way too long. Didn't film it, thank goodness. Not something I'd want to include. The doors are very hard to open at first. The front's a little stiff on this one. We've got good side to side. You can hear it. There's coil springs. The rear, this thing's going to be a hoot to drive, I can already tell you. Then around back, we've got third brake light, nice looking tail light, stock bumper. Looks like actual, those are metal emblems. Metal hinges on the tailgate. Rear seats fold completely flat. Flip up. It's even got the interior door panel. I mean, this is just nuts. It is absolutely insane. I'll shut that. Side the same. Mirrors fold in and out, so when you're on the trail, knock them closed just like a real car. Matching spare tire on the back as well. This thing is absolutely nuts. So let me show you under the hood. Now all the stuff seems a little hard to open at first. There we go. You just got to figure out how to work with it. So even though this is where the battery goes, it goes underneath the intake box, and we've got wires kind of everywhere for the electronics and stuff. There's still a scale engine. We've got a battery, or no, that's a overflow tank. We've got a little radiator cap. We've got some hoses and stuff that run along. Intake box, battery over here. Super, super detailed. It looks like a metal emblem as well. It does look like it has working fog lights as well as headlights and blinkers. Even more in-depth lighting than the other trucks have. It's just nuts. But let me show you the bottom, because that's where this will really blow your mind. I had to put something soft down. Don't want to scratch my Jimny yet. Look at this chassis. So we have solid front axle, solid rear axle. We have a transfer case, a drive shaft going to the transmission, The motor is actually in the motor. Transmission has gears. It has a drive line. It's just like the real thing. Can't tell. Chassis rails. I think they're plastic. Lower links are plastic. Factory stuff though. This is exactly like the real one looks. Our third link in the rear is metal. Our steering tie rod is metal. Our drag link's metal. And our panhard up front is metal. Drive shafts are metal. We've got a CVD on one end, a ball and cup on the other. I mean, this thing is nuts. There's even rubber bushings in these trailing arms. Like, for real. There's rubber on both sides of it, on all the ends. Axle end too. It's got a captive coil and separate shocks. I don't think the shocks do much. It's hard to tell. They don't look like they have any oil in them. And you already have a spring, so they may just be there for show. But even like this point where the body attaches to the chassis, it looks like a body mount. I mean, they just built a scale real car. This is absolutely insane. Got the tailpipe, got exhaust, catalytic converter, runs all the way back to the back. Got a muffler. You can see some connections down there for the lights and the rear bumper. Looks like they are easily unplugged when you take the body off. I mean, this chassis is nuts. And it's not like, it doesn't just look real. I mean, like I said, there's the metal components. It feels durable. This is crazy. Tires feel like these have a little foam in them because this is a heavier rig. Just absolutely nuts. One thing I noticed underneath is actually metal mesh in the grill bumper. It's actually metal. Yep, same thing in the grill. Oh, dude. I wish we had these in the States. These little things are awesome. When I was a kid, we had a Samurai. This is like 2 generations of this ago. They're neat little trucks. They are tiny, but man, they are neat. But the only thing I don't like right now is that I can't go and buy a lift kit and bigger tires and wheels for it. That is the only thing this thing needs some bigger meats on it. Needs a little bit of a lift kit. And you know how scaled that would look if they had something like that? I mean, you could make like actual brand name. You could do the rough country 2-inch lift, get some old man emu shocks, you know, the stuff people actually use on these. Get some cool looking wheels, an ARB bumper, you know, all that neat stuff for it. That would be freaking awesome. Because right now we're just stuck riding stock. But it is 4-wheel drive, so I am excited to see that. It does use the same battery as the other trucks, a little 2-cell 7.4 volt. It does seem small. I don't know anything about the motor electronics configuration, so I don't know if this one's waterproof or not. I could probably find that online, but I'm a little late to the game on this one. I know these have been out for a while. I just can't get over the detail. I mean, full floorboard, so if you've got, I think there's a lot more action figures that are scaled more for 12th scale. I think my Bob Ross is about a 1/8 scale, so he's a little huge for this thing. He's like, what the heck? But and it doesn't quite fit with the scale shop, I know, but man, is it detailed. This thing is sweet. The paint and finish on it is gorgeous, smooth. It has less orange peel than a real one probably. And we've got black plastic fenders. Man. So these come with the little scale tools and stuff. You got your wheel nuts. It's got a little 4-way wrench and everything. So let's pop a battery. I've got to get some batteries for the controller and see how the lights and stuff. I got the battery connector out. It's a little, sometimes it's a little tricky to fish out of there, but oh, we're live. Don't know if this has an on-off switch, so turn the radio on. Battery's charged, so there we go. Oh man. Shove this little guy down in here. More weight over the front. There it is. Extra space to tuck the wire. Alright. Oh my lord, is it actually a 2-speed? Holy crap. It's actually a 2-speed transmission. How do I turn the lights on? It's got brights. Oh my lord. Hold on a minute. Hold the horse. Alright, channel 4. Low beams. high beams, fog lights, flashers, fog lights only, off. You've got to be kidding me. It's a little jumpy in reverse, not bad. That is... Oh my lord, it actually is a 2-speed. So we got first, or high gear, low gear. Dude, these guys are insane. This is, I'm telling you, this is, I'm excited that they want to get involved with this channel, because this brand has some major potential for things to come. This is absolutely nuts. Let me just turn my high beams on here. Let's see what the back looks like. Oh my god, the third brake light works too. You've got to be kidding me. So when you have your fog lights on, it's like European, you have a rear fog light. That's like, oh good lord. That is hilarious. Oh, and we do have blinkers when we have our parking lights on. Let's try it with... And they're delayed too, so they don't just come on immediately like the other ones. Brights, still got blinkers. When you have your fog lights on and all your lights, you get the flashers. This is hilarious. Does the brake light come on when you hit reverse? We got one reverse light. So it does have a brake too. It's got a drag brake. I'm holding full reverse after going forward, and our brake lights are on. That is insane. Oh lord, we gotta get this thing out and run it. This is nuts. Turn off the light, save the battery. So I'm gonna go hit up the flower bed trail. It's about scale for this. I really need to figure out some wheels and tires and way to lift this, and man, there's just so much potential with it. This is going to be awesome. Alright guys, I think I ran a whole battery through it just about. This thing is just silly. It's just silly, and there's nothing else to say about it. I actually enjoy this, and I had no idea it was 2-speed. I mean, you can see if it'll still shift. Shift on the fly, didn't bind up or anything. The only thing is it's not a rock crawler, it's a trail truck because it has scale ground clearance, so there's not much you can do about that. But oh, I've got to look for some wheels and tires. Let's pull one off of here real quick and see what size hex we got. I want to show this up close. I can't get the wheel off because there's an actual scale brake caliper. So you have to take all the little screws off, pull the wheel off the hub before you can pull everything apart. So I don't know what kind of hex it's got, but it's just, again, caliper stays put. Rear has drums. Just crazy, crazy scale. I mean, you can see we did a little bit of rock crawling, got some dirt in there, but no damage, no breaking, no failure. Just a crazy little scale truck. So I'm gonna wrap it up with that, guys. We definitely need to do some more stuff with this one. Check out FMS if you're into the scale side of stuff. I mean, you could take this apart, blow the interior apart, change the interior color, add fabric. You know, it's endless, the possibilities what we can do with the scale stuff. We're not a great rock crawler, obviously. I mean, we've got less than an inch of ground clearance. Just like the real one, our front radius arm, our lower 3-link arms are pretty low. We got caught up on some rocks, but man, it's just a neat little scale truck. I'm still blown away that it's as detailed as it is, and it has 2-speed, and the light system, and yeah, it's geared pretty good. Low gear is noisy, but it has a lot more torque. And high gear, man, sometimes I'd get like I was running through that mulch out there, and it just, low gear it would crawl through it, but it was funner in high gear just to hop around, as bouncy as it is, just bouncing through the bushes. So, and comment below what y'all think. I think FMS is going in the right direction, and let me know if y'all know of any scale drivers that would fit this little thing. If anybody's got any out there that you've seen that worked really well. But I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. Keep it scale like FMS is, and I will see y'all in the next video.